Hey, and welcome to another YouTube channel. So on this one, I just want to give you a vlog update from the previous week and then also show you something that we've been working on in the background to kind of make efficiency a bit quicker. So how's the previous week gone? Well, if I'm honest, it was pretty good. Bit of a backbreaker of a week because I had 3 jobs booked in. They were all pretty big jobs and all of them wanted the gutters cleared, the gutters cleaned on the outside, the fascias, the soffits and the windows doing, and none of them had been done for quite a while, so they was all pretty bad. 2 of the jobs also had white gutters and they were virtually green, which made obviously everything 10 times as worse. I think on one of the properties I spent 7 hours there doing the whole thing, so that was quite a bit of a backbreaker. Now I know that some people have asked questions about like the gutter clearing. So when you're using the gutter vac, does it hurt your arms and that kind of stuff? If I'm honest, if you're just using the gutter vac, it doesn't actually hurt that much. It is pretty manageable. But then when you're turning, you're doing that, and then obviously you're then cleaning the outside of the gutter, doing the fascias and the soffits, and you kind of up like that for several hours. Obviously it can hurt your back and start to play havoc on your back and your shoulders. So yeah, a bit of a tough week and challenging week in that sense, but a really good positive week. So a few weeks ago I went out into the town and handed out business cards. So I went into local businesses, shops, restaurants, cafes, that kind of thing, and handed out business cards and just said, hey look, I'm a local window cleaner. If you're looking for someone to come do it, whether it's a regular or just a one-off thing, no problems, give me a call. Well, I'm really pleased to say that we had someone contact me at the beginning of the week, and they've got 2 businesses next door to each other, and they wanted the windows done on the inside and the outside once a month. So we've agreed a deal with that, and we completed the first clean on Saturday. And yeah, so every month moving forward we're going to be looking after those, so that's really cool. I think, as I've spoken on previous videos, there's no real one quick win or quick fix for a marketing channel. I know everyone talks about canvassing, but I'm a firm believer in that, you do all of those things. So if you do someone's house, you do the gutters, you then go and knock on 3 or 4, 5 doors, whatever it is, either side of that person and introduce yourself. And if you've got a business card, hand it over, or a leaflet, because then they've got your information if they decide, obviously, they do want to call you back at a later date, because it may not be convenient for them right there and then. Obviously with Facebook ads and stuff, again, it's just a combination of doing all those things, and it's not necessarily the one thing that's going to make or break your business. It can be a combination of those things, and it's all trial and error. So yeah, really good week overall. My trad kind of movement and pattern, the way I do it, is getting better, because obviously I was practicing more and more, and obviously I've had a couple of commercial clients this week where we've been doing that on the inside. So naturally with practice you just get better. So the other thing that I've been working on, I say it's not actually just me, my father-in-law has actually put together like a DIY pump box. So I'll take you outside, I'll show you that, I'll tell you all the bits that we bought, and obviously how it kind of all works together, because if there's anyone out there that's using a backpack system like I was, obviously on a trolley, it's essentially the same principles, but it enables me to be able to connect the reel to it, leave everything in the van, and it's just a lot more efficient with my time, because I don't have to keep going back to the van to fill it up and so on and so on. So yeah, let's jump out, I'll show you that now. So this is the DIY van mounted system, if that's what you want to call it. Essentially it's a pump box, so there's a pump installed into the box. Now I'll walk you through this. So my father-in-law put it together. I got all the components and he put it together for me, just because he kind of loves doing this kind of stuff, but also is a lot better at it than I am, most definitely. So as you can see, we've got the inlet valve here, which obviously has just got a couple of hose lock connectors from B&Q. Inside, actually, sorry, let's go around. So you've got the output here, got the speed controller. So the speed controller and the pump I bought on eBay for like £55, including delivery, so it's pretty good value for money. It's 100, I think it said it was 100 psi. Pump 6 litres per minute, and then my father-in-law just put an on-off switch, because on here we wasn't really sure how you could turn this off, because you could deactivate the pump, but the screen still stayed on, and I didn't want it to obviously drain the battery. So we literally just put a switch on there, so it turns it on and off when I'm not using it. So inside, this container was bought from Halfords for like £6, so it's pretty sturdy and pretty strong. The battery I purchased from Euro Car Parts. This was, I think it was about £65. It's pretty cheap, to be fair. It doesn't say on here that it is a leisure battery, but on the side it does actually say leisure, so it is a leisure battery. So yeah, quite simply, you've got the obviously input goes through to the pump, then you've got the output, and then it comes out the other end. Obviously I've used some of my hose reel obviously just to connect it up because there were smaller connectors, but that's literally it. So on the back of the speed controller you got the power, the power and the negative side of the pump, and the power and the negative side to the battery, and then obviously that just adjusts it. The other good thing that I liked about this one that I bought was that it came part of the pump and the controller pack. It came with this remote control. Now they claim to be able to use it from 100 meters away. I tried it probably from 10-15 meters through a couple of fences and stuff, and it didn't work. It's not much of an issue really for me, but obviously that's kind of what I found. So literally you flick on the power switch. It's got various different settings. Now I don't actually know how to use this because I'm not really that bothered, but if I just turn on the water from the tank, literally you can press run/stop, and then it starts pumping the water out the end, and then you can adjust the speed up and down. So obviously you can see the percentage going down, so the flow rate. Most of the time I've been using it on sort of 65%. I'm not sure how long the pump will last at that. I mean, obviously it goes up to 100%, right? So you'd imagine it would last for quite a while. But on a 100 meter hose, that flow rate there it seems to work pretty much for everyday residential jobs. Obviously when I turned it on, it was on a higher one. That was because on Saturday I did a commercial job, so I wanted a higher flow rate because the windows are a lot bigger for rinsing. But yeah, essentially with that, it just enables you to be able to connect a hose reel straight onto the end, and then obviously you can keep everything in the van. So it's pretty cool. It's a good way of doing it. I think all in all, like I said, the box was like £6. The pump and the controller was like £55. So what's that, say 60? Battery was 60. So, you know, you're looking at probably 120, 130 quid, and you've got yourself a system set up where you can then run it off the tank rather than having to, you know, keep refilling backpacks and stuff. So I hope you found this video useful. If you've got any questions, I'll try to put the links below for all of the bits that I bought. But yeah, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I hope you found this video insightful.